Aloha everyone, and welcome back to AlohaJenn's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. So we are doing a Mann Lift Professional Microcurrent Unit treatment for today's video. So this is a long treatment, but I filmed it in real time so you can follow along with me if you would like. I'm using two of the Mann Lift Omna probes for this treatment because it is very long and we're doing a focus of the treatment holds. So holds are my favorite way to perform microcurrent. Ever since I first tried them, it's been really hard for me to break away from them. And I apologize because it can be kind of boring to watch, but what it does for your skin is so amazing. This is not just focused on lifting and toning. We're focused on working in the skin, stimulating collagen and elastin, healing the skin, stimulating all that fluid, your lymph, your blood flow, nutrients to the skin, hydration, so you can get an overall skin treatment and not just lifting and toning like all the other microcurrent devices out there focus on. So I really hope you enjoyed this treatment. And if you would like for me to film more of these videos, please let me know. I will try to be a little bit more creative with my movements and everything, but holds are where it's at. If you've tried the holds, please comment down below on how much you love them for your skin and how much of a difference that you see. I think the results last longer in my skin versus just focusing on lifting and toning and doing like slide and glide movements and just pinching and holding. I love these holds so much. So if you found that this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a pink heart emoji down below if you don't want to leave a comment, okay? It really helps my channel when you like my videos and you leave a comment. Even if you don't want to leave a comment, but you want to just show that you're participating, please leave me a pink heart emoji because pink is my favorite color and I love all the love. And we're in the month of love still here. All right, so I will let you go into this treatment and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Aloha everyone, and welcome to this treatment using the Mann Professional Lift Microcurrent Unit. Now this unit is made by Neurotris, but the programs on this unit are designed by Mann herself. So you have to excuse me, I'm all red. I did just get out of the shower. So I start my work week tomorrow, which is Tuesday, work Tuesday through Friday. And so today I'm gonna smooth out my hair because tomorrow is my early day. And I have to be at work at 6 a.m. because it's an all-day surgery day and we start early. So I like to shower the night before, smooth out my hair, and then I don't have to wash my hair for the next few days, which is great. It saves me so much time in the mornings to get ready. But on Mondays, I usually do my full-on shower routine, such as exfoliate, shave, and then I just got done applying my body products. So I'm all fresh and clean. And the cleanser I used on my skin today is the Pico cleanser with salicylic acid to help with my pores. That's not a cleanser that I could use every day. I can only use it like a couple times a week because even though it has that glycerin in it, it can be a little bit more drying on the skin. But if you have oily skin and you have blackheads or clogged pores, you will love that cleanser. It is so good. So excuse the redness. So I did go in with my Peptis first. And since we're doing a treatment with microcurrent, I have my 3 treatment Peptis. I went in with Elastin first because this is the thinnest of the 3. With the Viktoria De Ann Peptis, you want to make sure you apply them thinnest to thickest. The ones that are on the thicker side, the first one would be Procol is on the thicker side. Repair. The 2 thickest ones are PeptiPad and Pepti Acne, which I think it's called Pepti Clear now. I'm not so sure if that is still on the thicker side. I know when it was called Pepti Acne, it was pretty thick, so I'm not for sure of the formulation of that yet. So I went in with the Elastin first, then I went in with Procol, and then I went in with Repair. Now, these, I love all three of these for everyday use along with Pepti Lift and Tone. Pepti Lift and Tone are your foundation Peptis, and then these would be added on for the type of concerns. Like if you've noticed that you have sagging skin, and you want to strengthen the elasticity of the skin, and strengthening the elasticity of the skin is that recoil, the bounce back of the skin. And this does help strengthen your elasticity so you're not as prone to sagging. Then we have Pepti Procol, which is working on your collagen. So this is going to strengthen your collagen, and your collagen is what gives our skin its density and its structure. And then we have Pepti Repair, which is one of my absolute favorites. This is such a beautiful peptide. So if you have a compromised skin barrier, I would put you on Pepti Repair with Lift and Tone. If you have sun damage, if you have glycation, I would put you on Pepti Repair. So Pepti Repair, what it does, it helps stimulate our body's own natural response of its stem cells to repair and regenerate the skin. So if you're someone who does not like growth factors because of human conditioned media, or you don't see results, Pepti Repair is your go-to. This is great after any kind of treatments that leave your skin barrier compromised, or, such as lasers, microneedling. You can use it with microchanneling. You can use it after peels. It is such a beautiful peptide. It's very healing and repairing of the skin, and you will see results with this. I love to use this with Lift and Tone as well. But those are, so Pepti Lift, Tone, Elastin, Procol, and Repair are my favorite Peptis for those of you that are new here. So I'm going to use 2 Mann Lift probes, because that's how I like to perform microcurrent, especially because this is going to be a very long treatment. Now, I haven't done microcurrent on my skin since the last video that I made here on YouTube. It's just with my schedule these days, I just don't have enough time. So I'm focusing on health and wellness, and my health takes precedence over my microcurrent treatments. And I try to get my sauna blanket treatments in, as that takes about an hour for me to do, and that's really important to me. And I had to skip the sauna blanket today, and I haven't been using it as frequently as what I'd like, because I just don't really have a lot of time, but I use it at least 3 days a week. My goal is to use it at least 6 days a week, but that has not happened. You also have to excuse me, but I did do 2 hours of block therapy today. Really got in and worked through some adhesions in my ribs, in my shoulders, in my forearms, and in my legs. And it was amazing. I totally needed it. And I'm, detoxing from that. So I felt really tired. I had to take a nap today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Zip Crystal Gel. So I have these Zip Gels that I have to use. So let's do the Crystal Gel. Since we're doing a long treatment, and I'm going to be using this on my chest and my neck today, because we're going to do a treatment on our chest and our neck with this unit. This really is supposed to help brighten and even out the skin tone, because it's got glutathione in it, and I think it's Veronica flower extract. And this is Zip's most natural conductive gel, by the way. So I think it's I think it's 99% organic. So, the silver gel still remains my favorite, and even though it's the same price as this now, I just really love the silver gel. So I'm going to show you my favorite treatment to use with the Mann Lift Professional Unit, and it involves holds. Holds are my go-to for my microcurrent. I just really love the holds and what they do for my skin, and they take the thinking out of microcurrent for me. And this is a great time, since this is a long treatment, to use your zip gels because they do have skincare ingredients in them, all except for the electrical complex gel. And so you're gonna get like a treatment mask at the same time. Now, I could put the Calisum Professional Serum under this, but I'm not going to because I saved that for my everyday skincare and also for microneedling. This, I'm just using the Viktoria De Ann Peptides under this so I can treat my skin too. So when you have two attachments on either your Pico toner, your special edition, or your JoElla Milan lift unit, you have to remember that the current gets divided in half. So one thing I want to point out is that when you're using your JoElla Milan lifts, it doesn't matter if you have positive over negative. So you don't have to worry about that, okay? I always get that question. You're supposed to have positive over negative, not when you're using the JoElla Milan lift probes, okay? All right, so we're gonna go into P1. Now P1 works in the connective tissue, and it also works in the skin, stimulating that ATP, which in turn works on collagen and elastin stimulation. P1 is also great for fine lines and wrinkles. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go in and we're gonna do the holds, and we're gonna cross hatch. So with these holds, I'm gonna hold them for 30 seconds each. And it's going to be a long treatment, just so you guys know. So I turned my professional lift unit to 70%, and I'm gonna start there, and we're gonna hold each of these for 30 seconds. And just so you guys know that Neurotris devices are cleared to use all over the body, including the center of the neck. But as a disclaimer, if you're not comfortable with using it over the center of the neck, then don't do it. But I'm comfortable, I haven't had any issues. So I will be using this over the center of my neck. I don't use lift and tone, but I use this P1 or P2 in the Pico toner. So we're just gonna go ahead and place these here. And you just wanna make sure that the probes aren't touching. And I'm starting right above my breast tissue here. And we're gonna hold for 30 seconds and work our way up the chest. And then we're gonna switch and do the vertical movements. And what this does is this is really getting in there and treating your skin and your connective tissue and your fascia. And this is what you want to think of microcurrent as, is not just for lifting and toning, but treating the skin at the same time. And you could do that with these Neurotris devices because you have this program P1 on the JoElla Milan lift unit, you have P2 on the Pico toner, and they work in the skin. And the only other unit that I know that actually works in the skin is the Zip unit, and it uses nanocurrent. Neurotris is a microcurrent. It's called a dynamic intelligence microcurrent. It is a patented microcurrent, so nobody can copy their microcurrent, and it is beautiful. Neurotris understands what the skin needs and will utilize from microcurrent. I think I went over, so we're just gonna wait here for a little, hang out here for a little bit. So, and it also senses your skin's impedance. And what are skin impedances? Skin impedances is like your skin density. If you like have oily skin, dry skin, dehydrated skin. So no matter what, you're always gonna get a treatment from your microcurrent when you use the Neurotris devices, versus other devices don't sense the skin impedance and you don't always get the full microcurrent treatment. So I'm going to just take one probe here now, and I'm just gonna work the center of my chest, going up horizontally. So that's a little history with Neurotris. Now, this JoElla Milan lift unit, it is stronger than the Pico toner is created for the professional. And each program is 60 minutes, not 30 minutes. Your P1 is 60 minutes, and I believe it runs, I want to say it's 6 cycles every 4 minutes, or it's 4 cycles every 6 minutes. And then your P2 is your lift and tone. And then that one is 60 minutes, and it's the same sort of signals where it runs, I think, either the 4 cycles every 6 minutes or the 6 cycles every 4 minutes. And you don't have to worry about it switching from one signal to the other. You can just continue on with your treatment, where the Pico toner on lift and tone, you have to worry about it, you know, every 10 minutes switching the signal from 1, then in 10 minutes it'll switch to 2, and then back to 1. And it's the same way on the special edition as well. All right, so we're gonna switch to vertical here right now. So I'm just gonna come right here in the center of my chest, and I'm gonna work out. I think I'm gonna go 3 sections here, and then we're gonna move out. And I forgot to hold this over my collarbones, so we'll just treat those as the last part of the chest. Okay, we're gonna move out. The next spot. This treatment, your skin, the results will last all week long. Of course, around Wednesday or Thursday, you could perform another treatment. Like if you have an area that you want to work on, you can do that. Usually when I do this long treatment like this with the Mann professional unit, I don't usually have to do microcurrent for the next week. So now I'm going to move over to the outside here. And what's nice about these zip gels is that they'll pretty much remain hydrated throughout your whole entire treatment. I know they're very pricey, but you know, I really like them a lot. I've tried the glycerin and it's just okay. I prefer the zip gels. I see better results with the microcurrent with the zip gels versus any other microcurrent gel that I've used. And it works with all the Pico toners, where the zip gels sometimes don't work with other microcurrent devices because they can't sense the impedance. Okay. And then we're going to switch out right here. Now you can do lymphatic drainage with either P1 or P2 on this unit. So if you're focusing on lymphatic drainage, you can definitely do that. I could use some good lymphatic drainage. I'm a little puffy just because I'm tired. And the allergy season now is coming around the corner. A little bit late. Normally I get it at the beginning of February, but we're at the end of February now. So what this is doing is it's bringing nutrients all throughout the tissues, hydration, blood flow, and by spending the time like we're doing in this P1 program with these holds, you're gonna get a better lift from your lifting treatment. So now I'm just gonna hold over the collarbones here, horizontal. If you follow along with Jane Mann, you know that she loves these holds. That's who I learned them from. I love them. Ever since I tried them, I've been hooked. I just love it. I even prefer it for my lifting too. It's not an aggressive lift that I get in my skin to where it causes me to have a lot of pain and tension in my face. I'm just gonna hold here for a couple more seconds more, because this is an area where we get a lot of buildup and blockages from lymphatic flow. And I'm going to switch, and I'm going to do the thumbs and the first row of fingers going vertically over the collarbones. And remember, in this Jane Mann lift unit, on that P1, it does work in the connective tissue too. So we're getting some of that loosening of some tension here. Now I'm going to move over to the outside here. Now, the special edition is a stronger program to work in the connective tissue. It really hones in on those fascia adhesions versus this P1 on the Jane Mann unit. So that unit was created after this unit, and it's a collaboration between Tony and Jane. Okay, so now we're going to switch horizontal and go on the sides of the neck here using the fingers. And then when I do the face, we're just going to go all the way up horizontal, and then we'll switch and do vertical. So I know of a few influencers that actually have these Neurotris devices, but they choose not to show them or demonstrate them on their channel because they can't make money off of them. As you notice, all influencers gravitate to the devices that they make the most money off of. That's why you see them promoted a lot, and a lot of these device companies offer promotions for influencers. Like Zip is doing a promotion right now. So you're gonna see some influencers really going out there and pushing Zip. They sent me the promotion, but as you guys know, I don't really use the Zip. I haven't used it in months. So now I'm just gonna come over here to the sides, a little bit more in. Just make sure you don't touch your probes together because it will cancel out the current. So yeah. So influencers' favorite devices are the devices they make the most money off of. And I don't make any money off any of the Neurotris devices or tools, even these Jane Mann lift probes. I don't make any money off of these. I purchased mine, except for one lift unit was gifted to me. Just so you guys know, is that I don't consider myself an influencer. So, because I'm not pushing stuff in your face, and I buy 99% of what you see here on my channel. It's rare that I get anything sent to me anymore. And I don't accept everything that is offered to me as well. So, and when you're doing these holds, I forgot to mention, you don't need any pressure. It's just, just set it onto the skin. And then we're just letting that current work its magic. And then we're going to take one probe and hold in the center of the neck here. Again, if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you don't have to do it, but this is clear to use in the center of your neck. Now, I wouldn't do this on lift and tone, and I don't lift my neck when I use lift and tone. Okay, I'm going to move up right here. And then since I'm here, I'll do underneath the chin. Treat that skin there. That's what I love about using Neurotris, is you can actually treat the skin right here which it really needs that stimulation. Okay, move up just to right underneath the chin here. I feel some detoxing going on in my mouth. I'm getting that metallic taste. All that fascia work that I did today with block therapy and this microcurrent is going to help stimulate some more detoxification. Now we're going to go vertical. So fit as many fingers as you can on the neck, and then just the thumbs too, so we can treat underneath that jawline. And again, since we're really close here together with the probes, you just want to make sure that they're not touching. I worked in my neck today with block therapy on the sides. It was amazing. I had so much tension, especially right behind my jaw. Okay, move over here. I'm gonna probably hang out over my sternomascleoid, or SEM, for probably about a minute because I get so tense and tight in there that this will really help relieve some more of that tension. And also you get a lot of blockages, especially right where the jaw is, from lymphatic flow, from fascia adhesions. So I'm gonna hang out here, right where the thumbs are, is a good area to hang out for a little bit because of all the fascia adhesions in this area that create blockages from lymph, blood, and nutrients moving out and in. Feels good. And then after I finish this, we're going to go horizontal and work starting at the jawline. The lift portion of this is going to be super fast. It's going to be my typical lift. I may pay a little bit more attention to my eyes. Okay, switch and hover over here underneath the jaw and one right slightly above. Okay. So after we get done with these holds on P1, we're going to take off one of the attachments to the lift using the metal balls. And we're going to go over and treat the fine lines and wrinkles with those and run it over the lips and stuff. Works really, really well by plumping up those wrinkles. Okay, so after this, we're going to tip our probes forward and use the thumbs and the first row of fingers to treat that chin area. Okay, here we go. Just go like this. And just remember, don't touch your probes. See, mine are touching. That just cancels out the current, so don't do what I'm doing. So, and then we're going to move slightly up. And treat that area. Okay, move slightly up to right here. Make sure you're getting right there in front of the ear. And then after 30 seconds, we're going to tip the probes forward again and treat around the lip area and this section where we're not treating right now. I almost didn't do this tonight. Just so tired, so lazy. Okay, now we're gonna tip forward, just like this. Thumbs and that first row of fingers. And after this, we're gonna move to the cheekbones. So this, I don't know if this is gonna go up tonight, which is Monday, or if it's gonna go up very early tomorrow morning. Okay, so now we're gonna hover over this back half of the cheekbones. So we'll have to see, because I gotta go make dinner still. I gotta smooth out my hair. So I'm gonna smooth out my hair, do my skincare, and then go make dinner. And then edit this. Export it from my editing software and then upload it to YouTube. So the Jane Mann professional unit is still available. I went a little bit over time, by the way. It's still available, just so you know. So I'm tipping forward, again, thumbs and first row fingers. And so it's still available, but you can only get it through Jane Mann. I just had a friend pick one up. She got it last week. So, oh, I have some tension in here. I feel it. Okay, I'm gonna move up to the eyes using the thumbs and the first row of fingers, starting where your eyebrow is and begins. So you can see how I have that. Sometimes when I'm filming, it's hard for me to sometimes keep an eye on the counter here. So, okay, now we're gonna tilt back and do the outside of the brow into the temple here. I have to move my hair towel. This is great because my hair is gonna be pretty good and soaked. The water is gonna be pretty much soaked out of my hair, so it shouldn't take me too long to smooth it out tonight. So I get lazy smoothing out my hair sometimes, but it saves me so much time in the morning. Okay, so next we're just gonna take whatever probes will fit on your forehead here. We'll hold for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna take one probe and just do the center of the forehead. This feels good. I have tension in here too, and I feel it honing in on it. It feels so good. Makes me want to fall asleep. All right, so now I'm gonna take one and hold it there. One thing that is really tough sometimes when you're doing this, especially when I'm filming, is I get a little tired. And I start, losing focus on my posture. So it's really important to make sure that you have good posture when you're performing your microcurrent treatments too. Okay, so let's fill that gel. Gel feels good, but I'm going to give it a spray of the Avene thermal water spray. And then now we're going to do our vertical movements. So we're going to start right here at the center of the chin using the thumbs and the fingers. And we're just going to work along the jawline here. So you can follow along with this using the Pico toner and that special edition too, if those are the units that you have, doing these holds. Okay, a couple more seconds, and we're just gonna glide over. Here we go, and to the next area. Putting too much pressure. No pressure needed for this. Okay, 5 more seconds, and we're gonna move to the next spot. Okay, here we go. Okay, a couple more seconds. And then over the lips. Actually, I have one of them, the probes inside my lips too. Okay, 3 seconds. And we're gonna move over a bit, just like this. Okay, 5 more seconds. Move over. Oh, I'm having a hard time here. Got a little bit of gel in my fingers. Okay, 3 more seconds. And then we're gonna use the first row of the fingers and the thumbs just right over the cheekbones here. Oops, I went over. Sorry. Move out. I went over by 10 seconds. That's okay. This doesn't hurt anything. It just gives you more benefits. Okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the thumbs and the first row fingers and we're gonna hover them over the bottom and the underneath the eyelid and on your eyebrow area. then we're going to move to the next spot, which is a little bit outside. Okay, and then I'm going to move to the temple area. The redness in my nose is starting to go down a little bit. Then with the forehead, just use as many fingers that will fit. Oops, I got caught in my hair. And then we're going to start here in the forehead. And it's usually, I put the last row of fingers on my, my cord gut is wrapped on my robe here. There's a bow on it and it's wrapped around it. So I use the last row of fingers starting at my eyebrow, and then whatever fingers will fit on my forehead from there. Okay, and I'm just gonna rest my elbows here on the counter. Got a lot of tension in my eyebrows. Gotta get in there and work it. Okay, so we're done for the holds for P1. Now I'm gonna go in with the Mann lift unit little magic wands here. This you have to use negative over positive. And what I like to do is just go over any areas where I have any wrinkles and then just kind of go in there and work in little circles to work on those fine lines and wrinkles. I love to take this around my upper lip area too and just focus in here with this. This is really great with that special edition unit too. It's working this and that P1, the fascia program. If you have lip wrinkles, fascia tension in there, it feels good. And then you can take it over your lips too. I'll work underneath my lip area. So these days, I like the easy route of performing microcurrent. That's why I love the Mann on my lift probes. I do like the infinity probes too, and sometimes the gloves, but the lift probes are my favorite way to perform microcurrent because it just takes the thinking out of it. And when you don't want to, sit here and, really think when you're doing your treatment, you just want to go in and treat, right? You don't want to have to worry about using two hands, pinching and holding, I just want to come in and get it done. So I'm just going over this area right here because this is the only wrinkle that I have on my forehead. I love to treat in between my brows here. This wrinkle right here. You can even go on the sides of the nose if you have wrinkles here. And then any kind of eye wrinkles that you have, come in and treat it. I like to take this even on my eye. Oh, speaking of eyes, I'm having my surgery next Thursday. So I won't be here on YouTube that week because I can't wear any skincare around my eyes or above them. And I can't do any devices, so I'll be taking that time off, just so you guys know. Okay, I'll come over here, treat this eye. Okay, treat this wrinkle over here. These wrinkles aren't even really visible anymore. I don't even know why I'm going over it. So I'm going to wipe these off. I'm going to put them back on my unit, and then I'm just going to take it, the lift unit, and work this in my chest area here to work on those wrinkles that I have here in my chest. And if you want more concentration, you could take the thumbs, like, you know, I'm going right here in between as I sleep on my side, so I get these fine lines right here on my chest. And you just take this and you just work this into those areas where you have fine lines and wrinkles. And then if you have, you know, tech neck lines, you can do the same thing. Just go in the circles like this. When you do those holds, it does plump up your fine lines and wrinkles too, by the way. So if you want to do a little extra work, this is what I would recommend that you do. Oh, this feels good on my neck. It's like I just want to sit here and do this. So really like right here. Okay, if you want, you can do it like this over your lips if you want to treat those wrinkles. Go like this. So it's all up to your preferred way. I like using the metal connectors because it's easier to get into those smaller areas. But gosh, my skin already looks so plump and juicy. I love it. From what I can see in the mirror. Go like this on your forehead. I like to come up here in my hairline with the thumbs and do this. Helps release some tension in there. Oh, I need to work in my forehead with block therapy. All right, so now we're gonna go in and lift. I'm gonna add some more gel to my face. I'm gonna take 4 pumps. And it's starting to kind of absorb into my skin a little bit here. Okay, get it over my eyes. So we spent a good amount of time working in that P1 program. So our tissues should lift pretty good with little minimal effort. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to P2 and I'm going to go into, I'm going to do 70% again, and then probably when I get to my eyes, I'm going to drop it down to 60%. All right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to hold these for, I'm just going to do 1 minute tonight. You can do 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. So as you can see, so what I like to do is I like to come up on my neck, just like this, lift a little bit, and then hold right over that jaw. So we're gonna sit here and work on lifting the jaw area, kind of sliding a little bit. And we're just gonna hold this for a minute. Like I said, you can do 90 seconds. That'll give you a much it'll give you a better lift. But so 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm going to come up right here and I'm going to focus it right here and hold for a minute. I'm not going to tip these forward on my chin to hold and lift, but I will tip them forward and trace my jawline with the thumbs. Okay, so I'm going to tip forward and trace my jawline. I'm going to do this 3 times. Oops. Oof, I really feel this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold right here for 1 minute. I should be looking pretty snatched after this. Everything should really look really nice and plump and juicy. My face will probably look thinner. My husband will say, "Did you lose weight?" Every time I do these holds like this treatment, my husband always asks me if I've lost weight. It's funny. Okay, we're gonna tip forward. Use the thumbs and the first row of fingers. Oof, I do feel this. So I feel the flutter, and that's what you want to feel. Unless it's uncomfortable for you, then you don't, then you want to turn your intensity down. We're treating the lips here. Getting that current in there. About 5 more seconds. And then we're going to move up to the cheekbones. And for this, I like to start right here, come up, and then hold right over the cheekbones. Again, you can do these holds anywhere from 1 minute to 90 seconds. Leaning more towards the 90 seconds, you're going to get a more pronounced lift. Okay, 5 more seconds, and then we're going to do the front of the cheek. And here we go. So I like to come up just like this and hold on the front for 1 minute. And then after this hold is done, we're going to take the thumbs and trace over the cheekbones with the thumbs 3 times. And then we're going to turn down the intensity to work on the eyes and the forehead. This is a really quick way to get ear lift in. I love it. I really love it. Okay, we have 15 more seconds. Oops, I went over. Okay, now I'm just going to trace over my cheekbones. I was looking at my chest in the mirror. I got distracted because I was looking at my lines on my chest and they look so much better. Okay, so now I'm going to turn down the intensity. I'm going to turn mine down to 60%. And remember, I'm dividing that current in between. So 30% here, 30% here. And then now I'm going to do the holds on my eyes using the thumbs and the first row fingers. Just remember, you want to keep, I like 30%. You could try 30%, 35% to see if that works for you. It might be too strong for you because everybody's skin impedance is different. And that's the thing with these Neurotris units, is that what I use on my skin might not be right for you. You might have to increase the intensity or you might have to decrease it. Okay, 3 more seconds and we're going to tilt these back. Okay, we're going to tilt these back and hold right here. I like to kind of lift up on my eyebrow when I'm holding this one on the ends there. So and then I don't lift on my forehead, but I will help lift just a little bit. We're going to do 30-second holds in the forehead, but up above in the hairline to help with the brow lift. Okay, so I'm going to take a row of the probes in my hairline and just right outside on my forehead. And we're just going to hold here for 30 seconds. And I'm going to do one in the center. Okay, and then one right here in the center. Okay, now if you wanted more lift in your brows, you could go in and you take your thumbs and you're going to use the fingers. So I go up just like this, and then I take that first row of the fingers and I put it up here on my brow, and I'm going to hold for 30 seconds. Okay, now I'm going to move to the outside, and I'm going to lift with the thumbs and then put the first row of fingers on my forehead. And we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Okay, so we got more lift in the brows. And then I'm just going to come and take this and kind of swoosh out the face and do the same thing over here. And more. You can kind of do that to your jaw too. Work your way up and swoosh. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. The cheeks, swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. All right, so that is it for this treatment. So I am going to go wash off this gel, and then I'm gonna do my hair, and then I'll come back after I've done all my skincare. I'm not gonna do skincare with you guys tonight because this video is already over an hour long. Hey everyone, I'm back. I just finished up blowing out my hair. Looks so good. But that's not the important part. The important part here is my skin. Now I am pink from blowing my hair out, and I accidentally jabbed my nose with my fingernail. So it's really, really red right there. But let's take a look at my skin. Looks good. Like everything just went up just like this. Look at how much more lifted my eyebrows look. Wow, such a big difference. And then like right in through here, it looks a lot firmer and tighter. Well, my jawline looks more defined. Isn't it amazing what microcurrent can do? So I'm gonna put on the Osmosis Superfood Oil. I'm saving the Atour Definitive Lip Treatment before bed. I need some moisture and hydration in my lips. I love that stuff. It's so, so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this treatment, and I hope that you found that it was helpful. Let me know if you just want me to jump on when I'm going to do a microcurrent treatment, even though they may be the same types of treatments, but I'll try to get a little bit more creative. It's just I really love these holds, and it's really hard for me to break away from them. So I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your week. I'm going to try to jump on either Tuesday or Wednesday night to show you how to layer the DNA repair enzymes by Photozyme with your LED light therapy with using the Calisum products, okay? So stay tuned for that. That's going to be an evening skincare routine. So that'll be up I'll probably film it either tomorrow night, which is Tuesday, or Wednesday night, and then it will go up probably either that evening or the following evening. So stay tuned. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening wherever you are. And I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. Mahalo.